Welcome to Students Know Better podcast with Coach Larry, everybody. And we are here again with another amazing, incredible episode with two stars, two MBIS graduates and guest speakers with me. And as a gentle reminder, the purpose of this podcast is for our students, our alumni, to share their success stories, their strategies, their tips for me, for you, for us to succeed professionally and academically as well. And they always know better. Agree, Rabia. Students know better.
Yes. Yes,
Mr.
I do agree
Shravan,
on that.
students know better.
I agree.
Yes, awesome. And to dream is to live, everyone. So let's learn a little bit about their career journey today. I'm starting with him, our IT business analyst in Australia, MBIS graduate, Mr. Shravan Cunchala, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, Larissa. It's good to be on your podcast.
It's a pleasure to have you and Rabia here. I'm going to introduce you to Rabia very, very shortly, everybody. So Mr. Shravan, as I said, finished his course here with us at Torrens University in Adelaide. And he did his internship, and now he's a business analyst for a very reputable and well-regarded organization in South Australia. And he's doing really well, guys. At least on LinkedIn, he's very popular. I was talking to him. Our seniors analysts, business analysts are engaging with his post. And it's very glad to see our students so successful and thriving in the field. Okay, Mr. Shravan, we want to learn from you. Yes. Talk a little bit about your career journey, but I want you to focus on your career journey in Australia. So you arrived here and then you started studying your MBIS degree, but throughout your course, were you already seeking employment or no?
Very good question, Larissa, and thank you. Yes, so I was very, very particular from the very first moment that I joined Torrens that I want to be looking out to build up my skills as a BA as well and get an internship or something like that. So while I was at uni, I was proactively looking out. I was scouring through LinkedIn and reaching out to new professional networks that I had made. I went to a lot of different networking events, basically put myself out there and got the word going. And I did fortunately find an internship that helped me. And that was actually a fantastic opportunity because I got to practically implement what I studied at Torrens, what I was studying during my degree at my work. So I think it's said somewhere that applied knowledge is better than just theoretical knowledge, which I do believe is true, because the more you apply what you learn, it stays with you for longer.
I couldn't agree more with you, Shravan. When you apply theory to practice, when you are immersed in the work environment, that's how you learn, I believe. That's how you really acquire the knowledge and improve the skills that you need to excel in your area. Amazing. And proactivity, as well as you mentioned, is very important as well. So you were studying, but you were also looking for employment, polishing your resume, your cover letter, seeking for internship, even though you had experience already in your area, but you were determined to start building your career in Australia. And sometimes we have to give a step back, which I don't see this as a step back, to give a step forward. Yes. And Shravan, so now you're working as a business analyst for an amazing organization called Bailey Abbott. Can you talk a little bit about it with us? What is the purpose of the organization, the values, and why you like to work so much at this workplace? Because a couple of times we've met and I could see how proud you are for working there. And you really mentioned that, oh, Larissa, I'm very proud. I'm very happy. It's a nice organization, very good work culture. And I really would like to talk a little bit about it as well on the podcast. Yes, please. With you, Shravan. What is Bailey Abbott?
So yeah, Bailey Abbott is one of South Australia's fastest growing startup, and we've just reached our 3-year anniversary um, just a couple of weeks back. And basically, we started, it's a digital transformation consulting firm. And we started during COVID, the peak of COVID during 2020. And there were only um, four people who started the company, my co-founders.
Wow.
And within 3 years now, we have three different sister companies, plus we have about 70 full-time consultants out with um, multiple different clients as well, and we have a very, very good client base as well across multiple different industries, be it utility, government, um, could be manufacturing, could be defense, all these different industries that we are working with. And like you did mention, that I have had a couple of people from my company also reacting to my LinkedIn post. So these are all
Mm,
some fantastic consultants who are quite senior as well, who have a good experience under their belt and
yes.
have worked across multiple clientele themselves. So yeah, like you said, I'm very, very proud to work at this company. It's a very good company and they genuinely care about their employees.
Yes.
And it's good to have, for someone like me who is fairly new to the industry, I wouldn't say that I have too much experience, to be surrounded by such amazing people with such good professional experience who you can fall back on if you have any questions at the client end.
Amazing, Shravan.
It's very good to work and engage with them and also our
Amazing.
clients.
But they do that because you are also doing a good job. Yes. So you show interest, you are proactive in learning. So I think that everything in life is action and reaction. Yes. So Shravan, so you are BA. Yes. I know that we have an idea about a business analyst does, but could you please tell us what do you do? What are your main responsibilities there in the organization, please?
So within Bailey Abbott itself, I'm a consultant. So consultants generally cross skill. So as a consultant, you should be able to act not only as your core capability as a BA,
Mm-hmm.
but also like say if the client wants you as a project manager or they want you to do a scrum master role or change manager, you should be able to cross skill and learn those. But having said that, my core capability is still a business analyst.
Okay.
Um, and as a business analyst, it depends on different aspects of what the client wants. I
Mm-hmm.
have worked as a project and a strategic business analyst
Fantastic.
for a few of my clients as well. So, project business analyst, you'll be basically the liaison between the key business stakeholders within the client and the technical team in delivering particular project and ensuring its success. So you'll be, if you're a project BA and you're working end to end, it can start from gathering those initial set of requirements, validating that if the stakeholders are fine, all the way till the end where you're helping out with, if it's a software project, then
Yes.
it's to do with testing and ensuring the software has gone live, um, post software go live support and all those things. And during the project also, you'll be helping out with multiple different deliverables. Basically, what my key role was as a BA
Yes.
is ensuring that the teams are communicating with each other. Whatever they are
Mm,
communicating is clear and concise.
yes.
The dev team basically understands what the user wants and is delivering to the user what he actually needs. So that's one very important aspect of being a BA.
Yes,
And I've
exactly.
also had um, little experience basically shadowing some senior BAs in the strategic space where we
Yes.
were um, based on data driven insights and also our own analysis that we conducted. We were helping key business players to make good decisions to, to guide, to steer the ship basically the way that they want it to go and how
Fantastic.
the company has to go in the next regulatory period.
Oh, I love that. And based on what
Mm,
you just said, Shravan, I think that you have like a model that you follow, a consultancy model, yes? Or a
mhm,
consultancy strategy where you have to follow
mhm,
certain process to
mhm,
ultimately attend the needs of the clients. And
mhm,
talking about clients, So I've checked on your LinkedIn, and so of course you've been working for Bailey Abbott for 1 year. Is that correct, Shravan? More than
Yes,
a year, yes. And I
more
saw
than a year.
that working for it, you also had some amazing clients as well, where you offer your consulting services. Could you mention one of those clients or one interesting client that you really enjoyed work
Mhm.
with, please?
Yeah. So working with Bailey Abbott, I've worked with a couple of client engagements, but the one that really stands out is South Australian Water, so SA Water.
Wow.
Um, I had a good long engagement with them, and they were a very, very good organization to work with and work for as well. They had some very good projects that I was involved across. So I was involved across some very good initiatives that they had, and they're a very forward-thinking and futuristic organization.
Mm-hmm.
So they plan for 20 years ahead, not just the next thing to do, and they're
Yes.
very, very technologically sound. So as part of that, they had a lot of programs which they had initiated, that they wanted basically resources to come in and help them, support them. So I'm grateful that the project found a lot of success and gained a lot of transformative success, let's say that way. And they delivered on what they wanted as well. And I was happy to be a part of that and collaborate with the team in doing so as well.
Amazing. We love what you do, Shravan. We love what you do, Rabia, Mustak. We are very proud of our students, everybody. I can't tell you enough. That's why I keep running this podcast so you can see the amazing work that they are doing. Listen to Shravan, and you're going to listen to Rabia very soon. They are making impact on society, on people's lives. This is incredible. And also, Shravan, talk about employability. Yes. Do you feel somehow that your journey or while you are studying your MBIS degree, did you feel support in the employability area? Do you feel that, or did you feel that your coaches or the staff at university, they helped you for you to secure the job that you have now, this amazing role that you have now? Can you share with us a little bit about your experience and the support that Torrens University offered you, but more focused on the employability side of things, please?
Mhm. Sure. Um, I definitely do have Torrance to thank for that part that they played, also, especially the success coach aspect. I believe Vaughn was the success coach while I was at Torrance,
Yes.
and I just noticed that he has left Torrance, so it's very sad to see him go. Having said that, Vaughn did help me tailor make my resume and cover letter to suit my employers
Mhm.
and to give me that initial set of guidance and that coaching required. While I was still aware about LinkedIn and all, reaching out to my professional networks and those things that I was doing proactively, it was
Yes.
also about engaging with Torrents proactively and reaching out.
Yes.
And
Very good tip.
they yeah, they definitely come back and help you out, especially that success coach model that is really, really good. And even through academics, he did help me,
Mm,
and so
well
did
said, too.
the yes, so did the lecturers and the facilitators. They helped a lot with um, the the knowledge that I've built while doing my MBIS, and even a little bit about MBIS degree itself.
Yes.
The good thing about the degree when it comes down to employability is that it does touch base with certain core capabilities as a BA that I've used even as a
Mm,
PM,
yes.
such as some of two really, really good subjects that still stand out to me and have helped me with my career journey as a BA is one is requirements engineering, where we talked about different types of requirements. And I so proactively use it at work as well. And that is an expectation from a BA as well, like how to write user stories, what type of requirements, coming up with business requirement documents, different process modeling techniques, all those aspects, those core technical skills I did pick up from the MBIS degree. At least it laid the foundation for me. I did learn more at the job, but I got that
Yes.
initial foundation to know what is what. And um, those aspects of the degree definitely helped, and the degree was more technically and industry focused, which is something which is very good. So all you students who are doing MBIS know that the degree that Torrens has created makes you quite secured with your future role as such. And reach out to the success coach team and everyone at Torrens. Being proactive is better than being reactive, is what I
Love
stand
that.
by. So I would definitely suggest reaching out to Torrens because they can help you a lot.
And
Yeah.
your learning facilitators as well, the employability learning
Yes.
facilitators are also helping you, yes, with your resumes
Yes.
and cover
Yes.
letters and also offering you
Yeah.
career guidance. Shravan, just amazing. Wow, wow. So proud of you. Very happy for you. I can see that you are so, so happy, full of joy, just by talking about what you have been doing there in that space and your contribution as well to the organization, the impact that your work has been making in society. Really, this is fantastic, Shravan. We love what you do. Always have, always will. And now I'm going to
Thank
talk
you.
with Miss Rabia Mushtaq. Everybody,
Hi, Teresa.
how are you, Rabia? Rabia is another
I'm good.
fantastic MBIS graduate. She's also an SRC member, a former
Yes.
SRC member. She's part of a study group with amazing senior business analysts. And now, everyone, she's my work colleague. She's working at Torrens University as a student concierge, amazing student concierge. So, Rabia, my question for you is, can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the social enterprise hub placement? So I know that you were a very proactive student in that sense as well. You looked for internships all the time. You always booked appointments with your former coach for him to look at your resumes and cover letters. You were extremely proactive. You have always been, actually. But can you tell us a little bit about your experience with the placement, with the social enterprise hub placement? Yeah, the name of the organization and what you did, please, Rabia.
Yeah. Thankfully, I did my social enterprise hub. Like I joined them I was the very first batch of SEH, and then I got an internship opportunity with Doing Good Rewards, and it was a very nice opportunity for me because it actually gave me the sense of working in a field, and they were kind of charitable organization as well. So it was really a starting point for me to put my study and everything in a practical way.
Fantastic. And Rabia, and you are also part of a study group, yeah, with some academics,
Yes.
amazing
Yes.
academics from, for example, Sidney Merritt and other academics.
Yes.
And I know how much you are enjoying being part of that study group. Yes, Rabia. Can you tell us a
It's
little bit
fine.
about how much you have learned being part of this study group?
Okay. The study group started with the IIBA, and it was the starting point was the Agile study group, which Sidrit, thanks to Sidrit and you both gave me the opportunity to join it, and I learned a lot. Were learning from the senior BAs who are in the industry from past 50 years or 40 years. That's kind of an amazing experience. And they are treating me as kind of not as like, I don't know anything. They're just treating me equally and everything. And it's a very safe space. If you don't know anything, they actually teach everything. The first study group finished and I joined another study group that was for Babok. It is for the Babak study group. And same, it's very amazing group of 27 people, I believe.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it's a very nice group. Yeah. And it's a very first opportunity for me to work with those BAs as well. Because every week we prepare a chapter from Babok and we deliver that chapter and we present that. So it gives me the opportunity from learn from those all senior BAs because ultimately my goal is to join the industry as a BA, as a junior
Yes.
BA. So it is giving me the ways and how should I do things and everything. Yes,
This is an amazing tip, Rabia. You really need to start connecting with people from your industry, to study with them, to
exactly.
learn from them, to be
Exactly.
proactive while you are studying, to start doing internships like Shravan, like Rabia with the Social Enterprise Hub. Okay, so don't start looking for work on your last trimester or when you finish your course. Time is
That's
now.
true.
Since you start, would you agree with me, Rabia?
Yeah, that's true because I started my resume tailored and everything since trimester two. And
Yes.
I was with Vaughn, and I kind of say Vaughn was my mentor, and he just guided me on every step of that uh, journey, like how to tailor a resume, because I needed some guidance with my study plan and everything, and he was always there to help me. And so you are, Larissa. You guys are really incredible people, and I'm very lucky that I got the chance to meet you.
Oh, such a nice feedback, Rabia. That's why we love what we do, because we have students like
Yes,
Shravan and Rabia, everyone so talented, so resilient, so knowledgeable, so ambitious, yes? And with the positive attitude that everything's possible when you believe and when you work hard for it. Okay, now I've got a question for Shravan and Rabia before we finish our podcast episode. Shravan and Rabia, many students, they come to me and they have the misconception that a business analyst is the same as a data analyst. Yeah, they say, I want to be a
no,
data analyst. I said, but why do you want to be a data analyst? But why do you want to be a, so especially the ones who are very fresh, yeah, in the field. So I just would like you to clarify the main difference. Rabia, I will start with you and then I'll go with Shravan. What is the main difference between a business analyst and a data analyst? Rabia.
okay, I'll start with my knowledge and all that. I'm not sure if I'm right or not. The internship I was doing, that was actually entitled with the data analyst slash business analyst.
Uh-huh.
So the project had two parts. The first part was as for the business analyst. This it was because it was all surrounded by the business requirements and all that. The second part was the data analyst. Actually it had all the data that I had to configure and all that. So it was kind of a part of data analyst. So I would say that these are two different things.
Yes. So,
That is my experience. I really want to know from Sherwin what
yes.
he thinks.
Well done. What about for you, Shravan? What is the main
Yeah,
difference, if you can summarize the main difference between a BA and a DA?
yeah. So adding to what Rabia said from my own experiences, I think BA is more a people-centric role. It
Yes.
is it it's more to do with what the business wants, and it's more business centric. Data is more data centric, as the name suggests itself. So you need to have a little bit more core technical skills as a data analyst. So you need to understand um, databases. You need to understand different types of data systems like Azure, DevOps, cloud computing, and
Could you give
those
some more
side of it.
examples of that, Shravan, please? Technical
Yeah,
skills
yeah,
are
sure.
very important, yes, especially when you're analyzing
Yep.
data. Are there any types of software that are very used in Australia that you would recommend the students to study more, to catch up on, to attend
hmm
perhaps LinkedIn workshops, or to focus on? For
hmm
example,
hmm
Power BI. What else? What would you say?
Mm. While I've not worked as a data analyst, but what I have seen a lot of DAs use
Yes.
is on the front end, it's more to do with Power BI, but also in the back end, it's more to do with SQL,
Okay.
understanding Microsoft SQL Server, and also to do with, yeah, you need to understand relational databases, how they work. You need to understand how to connect. So there is an element of coding also required
Yes.
if you want to be a data analyst. Um, while they are two different roles, BAs can also do the role of a data analyst as well, because
Mm,
I have done some of that. And it kind of helps also because if you're developing something for the business, you know what the business needs,
that's
and
true.
you can translate it into more technical terms as well. So you work with a architect, or you work with a data architect or solution architect or a dev team, and then you can start developing that. So a BA can do what a data analyst does, but data analysts go into a little bit more technical side, whereas BA is more people centric.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Rabia, are you enjoying being our student coursage at Torrens
Yes, I am
University?
enjoying. Yes, I am enjoying that. I'm enjoying that a lot because it involves the students and all that, and continuously engagement with the students and all. And you would not believe the other side of the desk when we'll go over there.
Yes, that's true.
There are so many questions that we don't think about. When I was a student, I have never asked those questions, but
Uh-huh.
people can come with those questions, and I'm answering them over there,
Okay,
helping
guys,
them.
this is the end of our podcast episode. It's just half an hour. We love what you do. I love what I do, and keep thriving and shining. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, and you are awesome. Shravan, Cunchala, and Rabia. Mustak, everybody. Thank you. Connect with us on LinkedIn. I'll be posting the recording soon today. Bye-bye.